in this type of situation again.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
Herbert on first down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 95 yards on the ground for Eckler here. That's a first down. Once more, here's Eckler. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Up the middle with Eckler. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They'll run here with Spiller. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Isaiah Spiller. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Hopkins with the extra point. And the lead now down to 20. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Isaiah Spiller capping things off with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On 2nd and 9, Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
35 yards that time on the punt. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keon Crossan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Mostert. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. That one looks like he'll throw here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Throwing right, and that's complete. He's up to the 20. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And my goodness, another interception.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And the return will stop right around the 25.
Miami's offense set and ready to go.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Tua now on first down. Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
On second and goal. Tua. This is caught. Touchdown! Myles Gaskin from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Chargers ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Again, Herbert. And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up.
Superdome in New Orleans. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Jameis Winston and the New Orleans Saints taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome.
Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the New Orleans Saints. Hi again, everyone. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 49-yard line. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 there and a New Orleans first down. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
Will Lutz now to try the New Orleans field goal. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. Charles does yield points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line.
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
And the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And some space here. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 31-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. 31 yards for Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins have moved out in front.
Well, what a first half he's had running the football. Another terrific run there, and this one finds the end zone.
Well, we know he's a guy who's capable of coming up with big plays in the running game, and his offensive line knows it as well. That keeps them motivated, looking for those extra blocks to give him room to run downfield.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On play action, Winston. And Winston lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Play action now. Winston. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. So Miami coming out for their second drive. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you, as a defender, you've got to make life as difficult as possible when you're trying to cover a big tight end because you know his catch radius is huge. He's unable to pull that one in, though.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Steps away to his left. He's got a man complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Myles Gaskin, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Well, Charles, after the first quarter was just complete disaster for them, everything has flipped. I mean, it's 180 degrees in the other direction now here in quarter 2.
Championship effort right there. How about them marching almost the length of the field, coming through on their final opportunity to get the win? This is one that this team will remember forever, as well as their fans.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is up to 18 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Jameis to throw it.
There's Chris Olave.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Winston on target to Olave for the Saints first.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Winston now to throw on first down.
Downfield, and he's got Olave.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Winston.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Again, it's Winston.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 3rd down, Winston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's still execution. Those guys out on the field, and right now they are locked in and really looking.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Ready. Yellow. 43.
Here's Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Here we go. Set. 33. Yellow. Green striker.
Throwing again on second down. Tua. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Now there's the former Dolphin, Jarvis Landry.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get. Taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Winston now. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
On second down, Mostert.
And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action, ready to go.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you use your body to create some space.
It was P.J. Williams that time on the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to the air. Tagovailoa completes it to the tight end, Smythe. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll drop to throw. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
A lane there to run as Mostert able to get about 7 there on first down.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw.
He's going to get this complete to Gaskin. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to the running game with Mostert.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Tua going to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Marcus Davenport, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Off the play fake, Winston. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Channing Tindall picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Back now here live in New Orleans. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're running. Ingram. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Mark Ingram unable to get past the marker. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Mostert.
And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game. On 2nd and 12,
Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even...
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to the 10. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Pretty secure lead, but what's the harm in adding another touchdown, right? At least that's what they were thinking on that snap. But if he wants to add more points, got to bring the throw down just a little bit and keep it in the end zone.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there. But now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Here's Winston. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To the air again with Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. A gain there of 21 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
First down, Winston. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
The second down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to...
Tonight, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started. And we are underway in Southern California.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. The Charger offense makes its way out for the first time in this ball game, and leading the way, already a star in just his third season, it's Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn this status as one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Herbert to throw right away.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Channing Tindall
Came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after him.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early 2nd down and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. Touchdown! Myles Gaskin, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. Now, the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Austin Eckler,
74 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off a play action, Tagovailoa. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. Be good for 8 yards to the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run right side with Mostert.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I'll bet there's just a big sigh of relief now, having finally gotten a first down running the football. They've struggled all game long. The defense has had their number. This may help their confidence moving forward.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Here we go. Set. 52. Boom. Fight. 97. Set. Cut.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. That seemed to be linebacking 101 on how to diagnose and stop a run.
And what we're doing nowadays is we're taking those former safeties, those bigger guys, and making them linebackers to utilize their speed. He just made an absolute beeline after he diagnosed that play and ended up making a nice tackle on it.
Tua on fourth down. Dancing to his left. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Fourth down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Mostert.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. 7-7, our score after 1.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Khalil Mack drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
But they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that first sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards, and the guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the 27, Herbert going deep here for Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
2nd and 9.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. They hand it off to Mostert. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Second down, here's Mostert again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. He'll try to shake off the cobwebs from the interception he threw on the previous drive that led to the field goal, as now they're dealing with a little bit bigger of a deficit. 1st and 10. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. After the turnover, it's Tua. Being chased out left. This will be caught inside the 10. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And it's caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll try to run with Gaskin. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, right? Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Chargers offense back onto the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
121 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Herbert has it knocked free.
And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 40. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we know why they're losing right now.
Without question, and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football, number one, maybe they're not having this deficit. And number 2, maybe they actually have the lead.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime.
Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. And he completes it to Wilson.
And they'll work this down inside the 30. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Chargers going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Once more, here's Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. So we come upon halftime, and what's... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
He'll look to Mostert to start things out.
And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
Now a give to Mostert running right.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. On 1st down, Tagovailoa escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, his 2nd sack of the night.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua rolling to his left.
Open man downfield is Hill.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
This is Mostert. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second down, Gaskin.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Here's Tua. And able to find Gesicki as tight end.
And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
They'll run with Gaskin.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Myles Gaskin touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
2nd and 12.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On 2nd and 12, Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. That's to his running back. Complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs.
Herbert operating from the red zone. Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert now. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Jalen Guyton
from 17 yards out.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Following the touchdown. Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Miami set to take over.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. On second down, Mostert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Once again, it's Mostert.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
82 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
7 yards there and a first down.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Kenneth Murray
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz. And the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Right, number 7.
Now Tua steps away to his left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. Herbert and the Chargers down by 12. 2:16 to play. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. After the turnover, here's Herbert.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Austin Eckler, the intended target.
But it's going to be second down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert, rolling to his right.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody want? And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are right back in this football game.
Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
Herbert to throw.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Second and 10. Herbert gonna throw. That's into the hands of Eckler.
And he'll spike it with exactly 30 seconds now left on the clock.
Herbert.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Now Herbert.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nick Needham picks it off. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
So a fourth quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 19-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking the time, and let's go ahead and get ready for our next one, right? I'll see you in the film room. Get that preparation started now.